What the hell, Frank? You just plowed into me with a van and now you're the one whimpering. Fine, suit yourself. If there's one way to describe the Spider-Man brand new day trailer, it's this. It's not just a trailer, it's a feast. A full-blown, overwhelming buffet of comic book Easter eggs, symbolism, and hidden meaning. Every frame feels intentional. Every second feels loaded. This isn't just action, it's a layered experience, like the movie is whispering secrets you have to earn. So let's break this down piece by piece, because there's a lot happening here. From Spider-Man's new organic webbing, to eerie visual cues like those blackened eyes, to deeper connections with past versions. Yes, even Tobey Maguire, and shockingly, hints that we might be heading toward the return of a more savage Hulk. And right from the opening, the trailer makes one thing brutally clear. This is not the same Spider-Man anymore. After No Way Home, Peter Parker is a ghost. No friends, no recognition, no identity. The world has forgotten him, and that loneliness still lingers. But now, that emotional weight is colliding with something far more unsettling, something physical. Because Peter isn't just hurting anymore. He's changing. Everything starts in silence, heavy, suffocating silence. No cheering crowds, no friendly voices calling his name, because there is no name anymore. The world has erased him. Every connection, every memory, every trace of Peter Parker has been wiped clean like he never existed. And what's left behind isn't healing. It's rotting. Loneliness in this trailer isn't just emotional, it's physical. You can feel it in the way he moves, the way he hesitates, like his own body doesn't recognize him anymore. And then we see it. That cocoon, hanging there in the dark like something that shouldn't exist in a superhero story. It's not heroic, it's not inspiring, it's disturbing, wrapped tight, still, waiting. Like a corpse, or something about to crawl out of one. When Peter falls out of it, it's not a rebirth, it's a malfunction. He stumbles, disoriented, like he's been dragged back into the world too early. And then instinct takes over. No thought, no decision. A web shoots from his wrist. Not from a device. Not from his mind. From his body. That's when the horror really begins. Because this isn't an upgrade. This is his body changing without permission. The webbing isn't just a tool anymore, it's a symptom. Something inside him producing, adapting, evolving. And you can see it in his reaction. He's not excited. He's not proud. He's confused. Afraid. Because if his body can do that, what else is it capable of? There's a moment where he leaps and goes too far, too fast, too strong. He lands wrong, like gravity itself doesn't feel the same anymore. His balance is off, his timing broken. It's like watching someone wake up in a body that doesn't belong to them. And his spider sense, it's no longer a warning. It's noise. Too loud, too constant, like something is screaming inside his skull and won't stop. Every shadow feels alive. Every movement feels like a threat. It's not helping him, it's overloading him. This isn't control. This is erosion. Piece by piece, something is stripping Peter Parker away and replacing him with something colder, sharper, more instinct than thought. And then we see his eyes. Black. Not the expressive, wide lenses we know. Not the friendly neighborhood mask. Just pure, empty blackness staring out like there's nothing human left behind them. For a split second, he doesn't look like a hero. He looks like a creature. And that's where the fear settles in. Because Spider-Man has always been about balance, the man and the spider, the heart and the instinct. But here, that balance is breaking, and it's not clear which side is winning. There are hints, small, terrifying hints, that this could go further. That this isn't the final form. That what we're seeing is just the beginning of something worse. Something with more limbs, more eyes, less humanity. A man-spider. Not a symbol, not a hero. A mutation. And the world around him isn't helping. It's collapsing in its own way. The city feels colder, heavier. The colors are sharper, almost artificial, like reality itself is starting to fracture. Familiar villains appear, Scorpion, Tombstone, but they don't feel like the main threat. Because something else is moving beneath everything. Something unseen. There's a moment, quiet, almost easy to miss, where a woman's expression changes. Not gradually, instantly, like a switch being flipped. And then it spreads, one person to another. Control. Not physical. Mental. Something is inside people's heads. And that's worse than any monster. Because you can punch a monster. You can web it up, throw it, stop it. But how do you fight something that turns people into weapons? That makes the innocent dangerous. That makes you dangerous. Because what happens if that thing reaches Peter, in this state? When he's already unstable, already changing, already losing control. What happens when something pushes him just a little further? And then there's Bruce Banner. Just seeing him here feels wrong. Like he doesn't belong in this story, but maybe that's exactly why he's here. Because Bruce is control, or at least he was. The Hulk has been quiet, contained, balanced into something safe. But safety is fragile. And mind control shatters fragile things. We've seen it before, the Hulk unleashed, not as a hero, but as a force. Blind, furious, unstoppable. And if that happens again, if something digs into Banner's mind and pulls the Hulk back out the way he used to be, then New York doesn't stand a chance. And neither does Peter. Because now you have a Spider-Man who doesn't understand what he's becoming, facing a Hulk who no longer cares. Strength against strength, instinct against rage. Two things that were never meant to collide like this. And that's the real horror of this trailer. It's not just about bigger threats. It's not about scale or spectacle. It's about loss of control. One of the most haunting images in the trailer shows him suspended in a dark alley, wrapped in what looks like a web cocoon. Not heroic, not triumphant. It feels wrong, like a creature mid-transformation. When he falls out of it, he's disoriented, lost, and then something shocking happens. Without web shooters. He fires a web straight from his wrist. That moment alone flips everything we thought we knew. This Spider-Man now has organic webbing. No tech, no gadgets, no stark upgrades. This isn't intelligence compensating for power. This is power evolving on its own. His body is changing, adapting, becoming something more or maybe something less human. And it doesn't stop there. There's a scene where Peter launches himself across a massive distance, and even he looks surprised. His strength is increasing. His agility is sharper, his spider sense. It's no longer just a warning system. It feels overwhelming, almost invasive. This isn't a power boost. This is a metamorphosis. And the terrifying part, he doesn't fully understand it. Now, for longtime fans, organic webbing isn't entirely new. Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man had it, and it gave his version a more natural, almost biological authenticity. It was controversial back then, but iconic enough to influence the comics themselves. In the 2005 storyline The Other, Peter undergoes a literal death and rebirth cycle, emerging from a cocoon with enhanced abilities and more primal instincts. Sound familiar? Because that's exactly what this trailer is echoing. And here, where it gets poetic, almost ironic. After The Other, Marvel resets Spider-Man in one more day and brand new day, stripping away those organic powers and returning him to basics. But now, years later, a movie titled Brand New Day is doing the opposite. It's bringing those changes back. Everything has come full circle, but darker. Because this isn't just about new powers, it's about identity. Where does Peter Parker end, and where does the spider begin? That question becomes even more disturbing when we see the moment where his eyes turn completely black. No expression, no humanity, just something else looking out. That single shot hints at something fans have feared and hoped for years. A man-spider transformation. In past adaptations, Peter has lost control before, mutating into something monstrous, something with extra limbs, something barely recognizable. If this film is even touching that idea, We could be looking at the most intense, unsettling version of Spider-Man ever put on screen. And even if it doesn't go that far, the possibility alone changes everything. Because now, Spider-Man isn't just a hero. He's becoming something unpredictable, something dangerous. And just when you think that's enough, the trailer shifts gears again. Visually, this movie feels like it's been ripped straight from comic book panels. Every pose, every swing, every frame feels deliberate, like living artwork. The suit is cleaner, more classic, but the world around him feels heavier, more stylized, more mythic. It's not just honoring the comics. It's channeling them. Then come the villains. We catch glimpses of familiar threats, Scorpion, Tombstone, but there's something else lurking beneath the surface. Something quieter, more psychological. There are moments where people seem to be controlled, like their will is being overridden, passed from one person to another. It's subtle, but deeply unsettling. A villain with mind control. And that changes the stakes completely. Because if someone can control minds, then no one is safe. Not even the Hulk. Yes, Bruce Banner appears in the trailer, and that alone raises questions. The MCU has kept him stable for a while now. Professor Hulk, calm, balanced, controlled. But what happens if that control is broken? We've seen it before. In Age of Ultron, Wanda pushed Hulk into chaos, and the result was devastation. Now imagine that happening again, but worse. A savage, uncontrollable Hulk unleashed in New York City. And Spider-Man, already struggling with his own transformation, caught in the middle of it. This isn't just a street-level story anymore. This is personal horror, colliding with mass destruction. And that's what makes this trailer so powerful. On one side, you have Peter Parker, alone, forgotten, trying to figure out who he is without anyone to remind him. On the other, you have Spider-Man, evolving, mutating, becoming stronger, but possibly losing himself in the process. It's intimate. It's epic. It's terrifying. And if this trailer is any indication, Spider-Man, Brand New Day isn't just continuing the story. It's reinventing it. Pulling from the past, twisting expectations, building towards something bigger and darker than we've ever seen before. And the wildest part, this is just the beginning. Because if this is the first taste of that buffet, then we've barely even scratched the surface.